Alright, hello everybody, I'm Chieftain here. Welcome back for that episode of Elden Ring, the Wretched playthrough. I believe this is episode 63, so we're getting on. In the previous episode, we did a couple of things. We picked up Flame of the Redmanes, which is we are now using on our Banished Knight's Halberd here, +8. And we've also kind of respec'd a bit, not respect as a lie. What I've done is just adjust our talismans. So we came into the Fringe Folk Hero's grave to find the Erdtree's favour. I haven't explored all of it, but there is actually a Dragon Shield Communion at the bottom there somewhere, but we don't need that. It's not essential to our build or what we're trying to do. I might come pick it up later in my own time, or perhaps we'll come back and pick it up when we're a bit stronger. There's a couple of bosses. Yeah, I just can't be bothered. We don't need it. Yeah, but we did switch out to get the Erdtree's favour. Which gives us obviously increased HP, stamina and equip load, which allows us to wear this Great Turtle Shell, which is another item we picked up, which is a fantastic shield. I mean, it's not a great shield in terms of protection, but what it does is it gives us, I believe, about 10% stamina regeneration. The number, I could be slightly wrong on the numbers, but it allows us to switch out to the Erdtree's favour instead of using the Green Turtle Talisman, which we were using before. We're also going to get another item next, which is a Strength Star Scourge Heirloom, which is increases your strength +5, which will push our strength up to 39 organically. We're also wearing a rune arc, which boosts all of our stats, which will enable us to use the Flame of Frenzy, which is Flame Grant Me Strength, which is another one we're going to pick up because we are now going to go straight back to Gael's, which is where we originally started at the end of last episode, which is Fort Gael North. So we're going to clean out Fort Gael. We also need to get to the Redmane Castle, so to speak. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to explore that fully because I don't know if the Festival of Radahn has been triggered yet. Certain events have to be... yeah, certain events trigger that, depending on where you are in Rennie's quest line. But let's... We want to kill all these guys, but not... Yeah, we'll go around the outside, I think. As carefully as we can, obviously. Yeah, there's another way. I believe we can come in through the back. I'll leave you. I'll take out that archer at the top there. This place is not fun at all. Right, let's... No. Right, so he's down there. He may... Oh no, they're all awake now. Brilliant. Alright, well, at least we're up here, so I'm going to worry too much about most of it. I've also, actually, dug out my spare controller while I wait for my new one. Oh no, he's still alive. So we can use R1. Which is like this is another reason pole arms are so strong, because you get like a catch roll, a roll catch, which I suppose is more applicable to PvP than PvE or single player, so to speak. But where's this? No. Oh, I hate these guys with the daggers. Right, you. Let's go. What we'll do is heal. Well, let's go take out this guy first because he's winding me up. No. Kick me, you son of a bitch. Right. Oh. Yeah, I'm so glad we got rid of that. Wizard's masks, or Burger King masks, as we call them. Yeah. Have some Flame of the Redmanes. Right, see you later, boys. This build is broken. This will get us through Gael, no problem. I'll show you what it can do. Can you... Oh, I just realised. No. Ah. Bugger off. Yeah, the area effect on that is just silly. The range is not fantastic, but you can just murder people, as we did quite happily. I just did. I enjoyed myself. Right, so let's clear out what else we can. Just gonna watch the time. I don't want to. There's a couple of things I want to do this episode, really. Why? Oh, he's shit. Let's get out of the way. Yeah, that combo just devastates most enemies. As our strength increases, which it will do, we'll just do more and more damage. It'll stagger out most bosses, most enemies. It's just, oh right, hang on a minute. I want to take out this guy, don't I? Or do I even need to? Just ignore them. It's an option. I mean, what are you going to do from there? I was going to throw one of them. Well, yeah, no. Oh, what? Actually, Sodom. We don't need to do any of this. How's the health? We may have to switch our health potions to more. Since we're going to be more melee orientated, we may want to switch to readjust our flasks. But we're going to have to wait till we get to another side of grace. I don't want to. I don't want to reset this whole area again. So let's get on torrent, like so. Yeah. We should be okay. A couple of sketchy moments inside here, but I feel like we'll probably be fine. It's a stake Marika, but for whatever that's worth. Be mindful because we're running a rune arc at the moment. No. Yeah. So we climb up here like so. Dum 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 dum. There's one of those down there, so just be mindful of that. Don't fall. That's him taken care of, like so. I don't know if there's a side of grace up here. Let's say this. There is a dude up here that's quite strong. No. Yeah, you can see him making his way to us now. One of these knights. I mean, partisan red bay knight armor, very nice. Does that? How does that differ from what we're wearing? We're wearing cuckoo knight armor at the moment, aren't we? So how does that differ to what we're wearing at the moment? So better off with what we got, to be honest. Better off with what we got. So what's this chap? Conveys Missile Roar, Legend of Armored Warrior's Glory. It's in your hands, Jaren. Right. I believe he's talking about Jaren the Witch Hunter, which is an NPC in the Redmane Castle. As I said, there are a couple of bits and bobs we need to do here. So I believe the heirloom that we need is here. Yes, so now we have the Scar Store's heirloom. Now what we do, if we pop you, get rid of you, and now this raises our strength by 5 points, this puts it to strength 49, which will now actually put our weapon 54. We need to get some smithing stone for 3 to level up our weapon a little bit though. Let's go take down. I believe there's a teleporter at the top of there, which will take us to the Castle Redmane. But we'll do that in due course. So first things first, let's drop down here. It's an angry, angry, angry dude. Hey, come on now. Come on now. Oh, shit. I didn't know he could get up here. Please let me focus on him, please. Enough. Right, there we go. Well, that wasn't as smooth as it could have been. Particularly rune arc, so that means if we die, at least we haven't lost anything. My god, you are not fun, my friend. I didn't realise you could jump up. But what you can actually do, well, I'll explain when we get back down there. So, let's take Bluey. Let's take a ready. This is why, as you can see, we're going to need to take tears though, because as these bars get bigger, we're going to, they don't heal you all the way. So, I mean, you need to, yeah. So you need to increase the amount that they heal you for, otherwise you kind of waste them. So let's go here. A guitar. Well, that was 100% worth it. Anyway, let's press on to the next area. So, as I said, we'll get to Castle Redmane, but I'm not 100% certain if the Festival of Dance triggered, we will come back. I mean, I really want the Scars. Redicans. Should I know? Pick up something else, don't we? There are a couple of things I do really want to get from there, but and there's a couple of boss fights that are going to be interesting, to say the least. But I don't want to fight Radahn just yet. I mean, we could, when we're level 65, we probably could, but I'd rather go back when we're about level 70 if that's the case. Because, I did it with the previous character using a similar setup, and I know that you can wipe them out pretty quickly if you're a certain level, but the level we're at now, we don't really have enough vigor. What we do, well, I mean, we could kill him, but we might die a lot. I don't really want to waste a lot of rune arcs. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So, this should take us to Castle Redmane, or just outside, now past the bridge, yes. Yeah, as you can see, this has moved us miles and miles away from where we want it to be, but there are a couple of things I want to pick up from here. First things first, though, we're going to run past all this lot. Right. Okay, let's let them come to us. Okay, smarty pants. No. Thank you. Okay, well, that was... I'm just going to be mindful we're still a bit squishy. I have another character that is pretty much pure strength. His only real stats that he's improved are strength, endurance, and vigor. So I've got used to being a bit more blasé, because when you don't have to worry so much when you're a bit more durable than we are at the moment. But we should be okay. I can't believe that hit him. Oh, it's so nice having a working R1 again. These little roll catch, because you can, yeah, it's just nice. You got a couple of cheeky attacks that you can do. We need to get to there. Now, there is actually a big troll that drops down, if I remember rightly, that I definitely do not want to engage with. Down there is where we actually have to fight Radahn during the festival, which is not a lot of fun, I'll be honest with you. We might have to go back to Gael, and I'm sure it's here. What we want, sorry, I'm rambling to myself. Yeah, that would be the troll I was mentioning. Well, we want absolutely nothing to do with that. What we do want. Let's take it this way. Hi. Sorry, pal. No, is this worth it? That's debatable. It's a question for the ages. I don't know if we can drop down sanely from here. Can we? Yes, we can. Right. He's got fire too. Now, I would normally do battle with you, but we need to save our flasks because there's quite a lot of stuff inside the cast itself that we need to deal with. So we'll keep that in mind. We'll come back. That troll's guarding my spot. Oh dear. Oh dear. Hey, buddy. I'm going to leave you to your devices. Yeah. Okay. We're going to get past him. Yeah, leave them to their own. Let them do their thing. Could be some more bats up here. Takes care of them. That's another reason this Flame of the Red Mage is so good, because the AoE takes care of annoying enemies like these. Because I don't know about you, but they wind me up no end. They wind me up no end. So let's press. Right now we need current. I'm gonna be a bit careful here because this jump's can be a bit annoying. Yeah, now there's an Ash of War here we need to pick up. There's also one of those singing doodads. I really don't want to deal with you. Come. Okay. Come on, then come on closer. That. I'll just kill them both. Flame of the Red Mage, ladies and gents. Flame of the Red Mage. Right. We'll pick up you. Right, let's take care of this bitch. Hi. That should give us a Elden 9. No, they don't. You can't. They're not farmable. That kind of just a one-time deal with those. But you know what? You're not bad. Let's get rid of the poison before we get too deep into explanation, shall we? Now, we got to save some of the resources set because inside the castle there's quite a lot to do, and we've got quite a lot to do before we can get to a before we can get to Side of Grace. Now there is one inside the castle. As I said, it very much depends. To be fair, I'm assuming if the front gate is still guarded, that means this place, the Festival of Radan hasn't been triggered yet, which means we won't have to kill Radan just yet, which would be wonderful. We can manually activate it, but I would like to clear a bit more of Gael first. As I said, I want to be around level 70. Hi. Cheeky roll catch. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. No. Yeah. Pole arms, ladies and gents. Pole arms. There are some fun things we can do with our weapons, as I said. We've got a great sword as well that I use. We can load up with Scholar's armament and then use to pancake enemies, basically, with the Warcry Ash of War. Right, there's one of these guys down here. And This guy will not be fun, so we probably want to save our health potions for this. Right, is he... He is a bit arsey. Or he can be. Alright. Oh, okay. Maybe my practice is paying off, I guess. It can be if they get into you, their attacks, they can really decimate you. It's the same with the lightning guys when they charge the weapons up. Look, to be honest, it's the same sort of damage that we do, but obviously we are a lot squishier than them. So that's interesting. Where are we? What are we doing? How many over time? 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Okay. So we should be able to clear through Castle Redmane then, and then we'll probably call this episode done, I guess. Right. Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Wait. Dogs. I hate dogs. So there are a couple of things we need to take care of those before we get down there. But we will involve a bit of crafting. So what we want to do is craft. So we'll make a few. How many? One small butterfly. Wonderful. Well, we can use holy water. Okay, I really should have farmed some of those, shouldn't I? Alright, well, we will use what we got. Got a magic pot, so we use that. It just helps us out a bit when we get down there. That works nicely. I believe fire is scales with strength, which is why those pots are so strong. And we actually get, with ritual pots, we actually get an even stronger one in here, but I think we need to find the, one of those bloody crazy lions. There is another craft book we can get in this place that allows us to create Redmane fire pots with ritual pots, and they are very, very strong. Very, very strong. Commoners headband, okay. I mean, no. No thanks. What's here? Armor's Cookbook 5. No, is this the one? Let's jump to key items. Key items not bar. Immunising right cookbook. Okay, so there is another cookbook we can find, which I believe must be Pneumatic Warriors cookbook. That will have the ritual pot. Oh, oil pots. I forgot about those. Oil just makes them more susceptible to fire, basically, so it's better for bosses and whatnot. Let's open this back door just in case we die. Hopefully we won't, but just in case we do, this will make our return that much easier. I mean, well, if we die, I'd rather we get to the side of grace beforehand. Would be ideal, if I'm honest with you. So let's run through here. One of these guys. Enough of you, right. I hate those guys. Now, they're pretty squishy. If you get the drop on them, they're great. Quite great, I mean, they're relatively easy. But if they hit you first, well, getting hit with that bolt was not ideal. Normally you get a bit more time to run into them. And that would be the lions. 2 lions. Now, I can't remember where the side of grace is. This is one-on-one. They're not so bad, but together it could be problematic. So Other way. Armor's quick with 4. Now this is the one. Red main fire pot. So we haven't got any spawning butterfly, obviously. These are incredibly strong fire pots. So where? I don't quite know how we get past them. We kind of want to make a run to the building there. Again. Like this. Yeah, I'm just being exceptionally cautious because I don't really want to have to do this area again. I want to get to a side of grace and then we can kind of clean up willy-nilly. But until that day comes... And obviously these guys don't respawn, so to kill them, they're dead, but I don't want to do it right now. I feel like I'm whispering, I don't want them to hear me. Right. Slug seems to have homed in on me pretty nicely. Thank you so much, dude. So if we had fire pots, we could just put them up, but we don't. So let's go this way. There's no ladder here, is there? Wait, there is. Okay. Get up this way. This wasn't really what I wanted, but we can. Elden Ring 6, totally worth it, yep. So I think we can run through there and up the stairs, and that should help us get to where we need to go. So I want to give those linemen a wide berth, just until we're clear, because fighting them is not fun at all. So let's burn it through here because we can. Double whammy on the old Flame of the Red Mage is just a broken Ash of War, I'm telling you that. I pray they never nerf it. So this... I believe that's Festival of Redan teleport or one of them, but anyway, so we haven't... Oh no. What's up here? Not what I wanted, unfortunately, but we can get up the ladder. 9 minutes, so we're still making good time. Still making good time. Oh my word, you are the last thing I'll do with. Oh, they hit so hard. Alright, got you. Alright, so let's get around to squishy part. Yeah, there we go. If you're mindful, that giant head they have on just allows them to heal, absorb so much damage. Flamberge, again, worth it. That's not true, it's a good weapon, but it's... You know what, let's just make sure there's nobody else up here. It's a dexterity weapon. Fundamentally, it's like a big sword, but it scales more with dexterity, which is not as good for us. I think zone 3, very nice. Right. Hopefully we can make our way. I really want to get to this goddamn side of grace though. There are 2 here. 1, 2 through the castle. Right, so this drops down to broken knees. That's what it drops down to. Let's have a look at the top of this tower. Get how much? Zone 5. Very nice. That is worth it. I forget how many runes you get in Gael, especially the sort of west, say, in the west and northern area of Gael. You just the enemies just drop runes like they're going out of fashion. On the bosses, especially. We're at the kind of point in the game now where enemies start dropping like ridiculous amount of runes. People say how hard this game is, and it is. I had a hard time when I started, but obviously now I've got a bit more experience. I can understand. Once your build kind of works, and you get to this kind of point and beyond, from level 70 onwards, this game becomes relatively trivial until very late game. There's a couple of really hard bosses, but you get used to it. And you just power level through the game so quickly because you stack your damage. And you're very, very strong. For one, so you kill things quickly. You might be a bit squishy for a bit, but you can always use the runes you get from the levels to boost bigger, which is what we're going to do, just to get us, make it safer for the next area of the game. Once your damage, oh wait, hang on, that's a crossbow guy. Right, we need to. A crossbow. By crossbow I mean flamethrowers, obviously. Jesus. Yeah. The side of grace is just behind them, isn't it? Of course it is. Right. Okay. Come on now. You know? Good job on a wizard, isn't it? Alright. We've got any posties, have we? Okay, this is going to be super annoying. There we go. Now that makes life considerably easier. So what we can do is get this out of grace. There is a pretty tough boss battle in here as well. So we'll save. We'll get that cleared out first. It's a Misbegotten, which is a boss we fought at the. Have we got enough to level up? No, we need shitloads. Right, okay. So if we lose a lot of runes, we lose a lot of runes. It is what it is, man. So, I did just rest, didn't I? I did. Do we need any of these? Not really. No. You've lost my thread. Yeah, there's a Misbegotten that we fought at Castle Morn and also at Crucible Night, which are always fun, as we know. Let's switch to our normal. So but if we kill the Misbegotten quickly, it's not so bad. And we do have our summons to help, I believe, which makes life a bit easier. Oh no. Crucible Night is another story. If these skeletons were fighting, that'd be amazing. Just do. Come on, man. So the strategy is let them keep him busy. Did I not take a bluey? Why didn't I take a bluey? Oh, there you go. Okay. So that was a little bit scarier than it needed to be, but we gives us the runes level up. We also get the Ruins Greatsword, which actually is going to be too heavy for us to use, but it does scale with strength and intelligence. So that might be something for us to consider towards late game. I'm thinking I might kind of respec to use the Sword Knight and Flame as we get towards end game. But I kind of want to stay with the intelligence, strength intelligence build, so we'll see what we can do. The point is, you just need to do enough damage to take down the Elden Beast, because that is such an annoying fight. I can't put it into words. But anyway, that's awesome. So let's keep pumping vigor. What does that put us through with our... Yeah, so we need another 5 points in vigor to get to around 40, which would be more or less enough. Ideally 50, but 40 would do, just to make a lot of encounters safer. We will get a metric shit ton when we kill Radahn, to be fair. But again, what are we, level 66? I don't know if I want to do that just yet. Ideally I would like to be around 70. Before we take him on, because it's quite a challenging fight. Quite a challenging fight. Can't open that door. No. Hi.
Oh, tarnished eye. How did you slip inside with the gate closed? No matter. If you can fell one of them, you're a champion in my book. I am Jaren, foolish old warrior and witness. Incidentally, do you like a good festival from time to time? Well, it's true. This fortress houses only the vanquished. But when the stars align, we celebrate. A war festival honoring the last battle and death of General Radahn, the mightiest demigod of the Shattering and bearer of a great rune.
I love a good festival.
Well, good. As you should. The festival affords glory to warriors. Then all you need is a little patience. When the stars align, the festival will be declared.
About EG.
Well, I haven't heard that name in an age. Then you must serve Princess Rani. The next time you speak to EG, tell him this. The Festival of Radahn will surely set Rani's fate back into motion. By the by, is that old fool still hammering out weapons? His enormous frame cramped in that little place? Bit of a haughty sort. Strange fella when I knew him. And funny thing, his swords were all blunt as stone, but not one of them decayed when faced with the scarlet rot. Have patience. When the stars are
Yeah. So that's okay. That means we can actually trigger the Festival of Radahn manually. So what this means, if we get too far, I think it's if we get to the Altus Plateau, which is up here. I think that will trigger the Festival of Radahn, or if we visit City of Nokron, but we can't. Actually, no, you have to kill Radahn for that, don't you? No, never mind. Normally you have to get far enough into Rani's quest and it'll trigger Radahn, but this means we can do it manually. So all we have to do is jump here to the road to the manor and speak to War Councillor Ichi, who's the giant ogre troll blacksmith. And that should trigger it. Then we come back here and the festival will be enabled, which means we're what it means is fundamentally we're free to explore the rest of the castle. And ideally we could probably clear up quite a lot of Kaliad while we're here, because there's the Skeleton of Sorcery, there's all this sort of stuff here. There's the Quest for Millicent, there's a few things I wanted to cover while I am here. Because ultimately you can jump back here at any point. Now we have the teleporters. Now we have the Sites of Grace. We can pop here at any point. And we didn't even get the map there, did we? We can pop back at any point and trigger the festival. So this is cool. So I did even clear up because I mean, there's the dragon Gael we can take out. There's another dragon called Ezek's. He has rock breath, which gives you a shit ton of runes, but it's such an annoying fight. I don't know if I want to tackle it now or later, because I don't really want to waste all my runes while we can't carry everything naturally. But we could go and get the Elegant Source Seal and some other things. But what I'm going to do, I think this is a pretty successful episode, because I thought it would take longer. That's that giant troll. I thought that this would take longer to explore. I thought exploring Fort Gael would take longer. I didn't think we'd get through Redmane at all. Never mind, get as far as we got through the Redmane Castle. There are a couple of things we want to explore. There's some other... I thought so. There are some other bits and bobs. We've got to explore that other side, haven't we? And also there is the Flame of Frenzy we need to pick up. Well, we can pick up... Not Flame of Frenzy, Flame Grant Me Strength, which will be integral, especially to what we're doing, where we're now. Well, it applies. It's now we have the faith to use it. Between that and Golden Vow, I don't know if we'll have enough faith to use Golden Vow for now. But Flame Grant Me Strength is certainly the interim. Will increase the damage output by 20%. That I believe it applies to spells and weapons. So that would just, I mean, well, with our setup here, we can certainly start knocking out some real damage. But anyway, we'll call it here, I think. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye now.